Hi everyone, welcome to day 18 of the 121 day challenge that I'm going through. It's the weight loss challenge using the Masteries weight loss Octagon, and this is it right here. So this is the bad boy that I created. The strong body system is what I went through the first 11 days of my challenge, and this is just a low carb diet, but it's not really that hard, to be honest. I'm in the lean body system right now, and the lean system is a little more strict. I cut out 10% more of my carbohydrates to meet this requirement. And then the ripped body system is going to be the challenge that's coming up in about 5 days for me or so. And I'm looking forward to it, actually. I can't wait to get there, because I don't know if you've noticed, if you've watched any of the other videos, but I've gone through the ketosis hump, and I seem to have landed in ketosis because of my energy. I'm just feeling it. The past few days I've been kind of crazy. So I think I'm burning the fatty acids now instead of the glucose. I want to talk to you about net carbohydrates and how to calculate net carbs, because some people are really concerned about making sure that if they're allowed that extra few amount of carbs because of fibers and sugar alcohols and everything, that they can get that. For me, I do a true carb count. I don't count the fiber and sugar alcohols against my carbs. I just go with true carbs. It's up to you. Everybody's individual. Some people might want to have that extra leeway, but I don't personally feel I need it. Now, the way I've structured the weight loss Octagon, the strong body system, it's really, I just want to keep it simple, okay? I don't want anybody to be really confused. So the strong body system is 30% of your body weight in pounds, and that is the number of grams of carbohydrates that you can have for the day. The lean body system, you take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 20%, and that's the number of grams that you can have for carbohydrates in a day. And then the ripped is just 10%. So really simple, easy to do. You don't have to really think about it a whole lot. But I do want to talk to you because some people, I see a lot of calculations online, and this might actually cause you to kind of sneak out of ketosis if you're using it, because it's not a true calculation, in my opinion anyway, for how to calculate net carbs. So net carbs, this is kind of an older formula going back into the 90s and stuff. You take your carbohydrates, or your total carbohydrates is kind of how we're going to calculate this. So net carbs equal your total carbohydrates, and you're going to subtract your fiber and you subtract your sugar alcohols from that, and that's how people calculate net carbs. That's way back. Now, is that true for what we know today? I would definitely say no. And what I would recommend is that we are looking at the more accurate calculation. First, what we need to do is we need to know which types of fiber we're going to calculate. So we're going to use our soluble fiber as our means of calculating the reduction in our carbohydrates. So we're going to just take out the insoluble fiber, not count it, okay? So basically our total fiber, we're going to find out what it is online or on the package or whatever it is, and we're going to remove any of the insoluble fiber that's listed, because that is the type of fiber that really is not going to help us when it comes to reducing our glycemic index and making the difference in our total carbohydrates. Then we figure out our total carbohydrates. We take whatever our total carbohydrates is calculated as or listed as, and we subtract the insoluble fiber, okay? So this will give us a new total carbohydrate amount. So now we have a new total fiber amount and a new total carbohydrate amount because we remove the insoluble fiber from both of them if it's listed, all right? Next, if the total fiber amount after it was calculated by removing the insoluble fiber is greater than 5 grams, okay, then our new total carbohydrate amount after we remove the insoluble fiber, we subtract half of that total fiber from the total carbs, and that's our new total carbohydrate amount, okay? So the new total carbohydrate is the total carbs that we have, that we calculated, minus half of the total fiber that we calculated, okay? Everybody with me? Here we go. If your erythritol sugar is listed, okay, so this means that it was something that is packaged or created If that's listed on the label, then if the sugar alcohol in that is greater than 5 grams, then we would take our total carbohydrates that we just calculated, okay, and we subtract half of the sugar alcohols. All right? Everybody with me? Now, our true net carb calculation is basically going to be that total carbohydrate amount that we just figured out. And that's it. That's how we figure it out. All right? That's the more accurate way to figure it out. Now, let's use an example. So, I like Costco. Go there a lot. We buy these as a better option snack for, you know, the family and whatnot. So I like to use the Kirkland protein bars. Now, I don't work for Costco. This is just free advertising for them. I really don't have anything to do with them. They're not endorsed in any way, okay? So when we look at their label, so I took the label here and I just put it in larger font here so that everybody can see. By the way, these slides are from the Weight Loss Octagon body system that you can actually buy off of Masteries.com. So there's 3 different ways you can get it. You can get it through a download. You can get it through a Facebook stream. You can stream it directly from Facebook. And I'm going to teach a webinar coming up in the fall, in September 2017, in case someone's watching this from years later, that you can actually go through, and I'll take you through step by step through the whole Octagon, through the program. So these are the slides. I just printed them off, so it's nice and easy. Carbs are 23 grams, fiber is 15 grams, sugar is 1 gram, and sugar alcohols not listed, okay? So where the type of fiber is not specified, and greater than 5 grams, we subtract half of the 15 grams, okay? That's 7.5. We're gonna round that up to 8, okay? So 8 grams of carbs, or 8 grams of total fiber is what we're calculating right there, all right? Got it? So we take our total carbohydrates, which is 23 grams. We're going to subtract the 8 grams from it. That gives our total carbohydrate count of 15. Okay? Now, if sugar alcohols were listed on the label as being used, and they calculated the amount, then if they were greater than 5 grams, we would subtract half of those as well. Okay? Remember that? And then our net carbohydrate amount would equal our total carbohydrates, which in this case is 15 grams. So one of those protein bars, or yeah, protein and high fiber bars, is 15 grams of net carbohydrates. Now, there's many manufacturers that are going to use a different calculation. So if they list a net carbohydrate amount on the label, please be careful with that, because it won't be calculated most likely the way I just did it. So I don't want you to be misled and then think that, okay, I'm eating this and it's going to meet what I'm trying to achieve for a carbohydrate amount for the day, and then come to realize, whoa, I spilled over quite a bit. Because if I remember properly, okay, on the manufacturer's site, they list those as 4 grams of net carbs, and I just calculated 15. So just be careful, that's a big difference, okay? If it wasn't 4 grams, I apologize, but that's just from memory. So I'm not saying that that they're wrong. I'm just saying that if you want to get a true calculation, I would calculate it this way. That way you're making sure that you're not going to spill over, and you're not going to kick yourself out of ketosis if you are in ketosis. All right? So that's one thing that I would recommend you do. Learn that formula. And if you learn it from this video, great. If not, go ahead and get the Weight Loss Octagon. There's many different ways you can get it. And go ahead and learn it. So it's really good. By the way, the Weight Loss Octagon is 8 hours of really good information, really good stuff. So it's well worth the investment if you want to get that. I highly recommend that you go for the true carbohydrate amount. So whatever fiber and sugar alcohol or whatever, you know, is listed, whatever, you know, the rest of the food's comprised of, doesn't even matter if you use a true carbohydrate amount. It means that you calculate all carbs and you don't remove anything. That's it. And for me, that's the better way to go. That way I don't have to calculate anything. It's nice and simple. It's easy, and I can do it anywhere. I don't need to do any math. And while I'm very good at math, I don't want to be thinking about, is it okay to eat this food? I just look, carbohydrates, yep, good. Add that to my total and I'm done. Nice and easy, all right? So hopefully everybody's having a great day. I appreciate you joining me, and thanks. If you have any questions, feel free to send them in. There's a little button if you go to masteries.com, down in the right-hand corner of your screen. There's a little icon down there. It's a messenger icon. You might have seen it on Facebook. So it's a messenger icon. Just click that. It'll pop up in a window to ask if you need any help or whatever. Go ahead and put whatever message you want in there. If you have a question that you want me to kind of touch on for 121 days, if you're going through the program or if you're following along through the video series here, yeah, just let me know. Ask me a question if you have a question about it. How to use certain things or whatnot, and I'll help you out as best I can. I won't be able to give you coaching or consulting advice because that would tend to be a little more in depth. And but you can buy that through Masteries.com if you want me to coach you one-on-one, if you want to do group coaching, or if you want to do one-on-one consulting. All those are available, and I explain what all those are on Masteries.com. So thanks again for joining me, and have a great day. Appreciate it.